Hello, boys and girls. My name is Philip, and I'm going to bring you a message today from the Bible. What I'm going to focus on is trusting in God. Now, what was happening in my life a number of years ago, there was three big things in my life that I was praying about, that God would help me with. And in the three areas, it appeared that each of the three areas I was praying to God about was getting worse and worse. Not better, like I thought it would do. And then we were in church, we were singing this new song. Well, it was a new song for me. It was called Waymaker. And the lyrics went like this, because it was talking about God. So it said, even when I don't see it, you're working. So even when we don't see it, God is actually still working. And it said, even when I don't feel it, you're working. So even if I don't feel as if he's here working or with me, he actually is. It says, and this is true, you never stop. You never stop working. And that is our God. And he does it all through love. Around about the same time, I was reading in the Bible, one of my favorite books, which is Daniel. And this comes from Daniel chapter 3, verse 16. And it talks about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego just before they're about to be thrown into the fiery furnace. And Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego spoke these words to Nebuchadnezzar. He said, "O Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to defend ourselves before you. If we are thrown into the blazing furnace, the God whom we serve is able to save us. He will rescue us from your power, your majesty. But even if he doesn't, we want to make it clear to you, your majesty, that we will never serve your gods or worship the gold statue you have set up." I have to thank Rufus for letting me borrow his Bible. So what that was saying to me was, one, that I have an all-powerful God that is always working to do what is right. And then what this also says is that sometimes in a situation or a scenario like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego was facing, even if it doesn't turn out the way you expect it to happen, it doesn't change the fact that our God is still sovereign. Our God is still in charge. So then how did that apply to my life? Well, the three things I was praying about, and it was almost every single day I would pray about this, but 2 or 3 times a day. What I decided to do then was to trust our God. I said, Father, I've prayed to you about A, B, and C. What I need to do now is to trust you with my life and with A, B, and C. And then what happened? Well, in my eyes anyway, it's a miracle. A really cool thing happened in my life. It was absolutely awesome and unexpected. The three things, A, B, and C, were all solved in one easy move by our God. So he answered these three huge things in my life in one move. And that goes against everything I was thinking at the time. I was thinking, listen, I want A done like this, I want B done like this, and I want C done like that. But God was, and this is what you've got to remember, is God does what is right. And he does what is best for us as Christians. He said, well, I'm going to solve A, I'm going to solve B, I'm going to solve C in one simple move, just like that. And that's what he does. And that's what we need to do, guys, is we need to pray to God, let him know what we feel, let him know what we desire. And as long as we're doing that according to his will and as according to what is right by God, we can then trust him to do that. It might not be done exactly how we plan it. It might not be done in exact timing that we think it should be done in, but it will be done right by a righteous, loving God. Well, thank you, and thank you very much for letting me speak to you this morning. God bless. Bye-bye.